Hey everybody, how's it going? That's right, I'm back, and I've got a new Let's Play on my board, and this was Paper Mario. Alright, so I am really hyped to run this game because it's a really good game, but two, it's also the nostalgia factor. This game is it's really good. It was released in 2001, and it's by Intelligent Systems, which is also made the Fire Emblem series, so it's one of my favorites. And this game was, in my teen years, this helped me get through high school. This was one of my favorite games to just explore and have fun with, and so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to go in here. So as you can see, I'm going to be playing this on the Virtual Console. You can pick this up for 10 bucks on the Wii Shop channel, or I guess if you use the Wii U, you can pick it up there too. I'm going to be using the GameCube controller, so you'll be hearing this a lot. I'll try to minimize the sound, but so I am really hyped to play this game. So I'll let the story play out, but I'm going to explain why I chose this game. So let's rewind back to 2013. It's November. I'm working full time. I'm going to come home to see my family for Thanksgiving. And I tell my brother, because he's coming home, or he's home, I tell him I'm going to play Paper Mario, because I haven't played this game in forever. But I ended up not playing Paper Mario. I was a little too absorbed in Super Smash Brothers, so most of my time was spent playing that game instead. But this year, I came home for Thanksgiving break, and I said, okay, alright, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna get the Nintendo 64, I'm gonna dust it off, I'm gonna blow in the cartridge, and looks like, oh yeah, so this whole game is story themed, it's like storybook themed, so I'll explain the intro after I'm done with my story. So Thanksgiving break, I pull out Paper Mario, I put the cartridge in my Nintendo 64, and I play the thing. And I beat it in like 15 hours. I don't look at any cheats or any, like, I have the player's guide, but I didn't look at the player's guide either. So, I remembered a lot more about this game than I gave myself credit for. And so, to me, it was really clear at that point that I should really do a Let's Play of this game. So, here I am, doing a Let's Play of this game. So because I'm on the Virtual Console, and because I'm recording widescreen, the game is really, and because I'm recording in like 480i or something really terrible, because the Wii is pretty bad, because of that, this video is going to be like 480i, and it looks really stretched. So I apologize for that. I also want to apologize if I cough, because I'm recovering from an illness. But alright, so here it is, Paper Mario. So I think the intro plays again, but basically what happens is, the story of this game is, there's a place up above, like, the Mario world, I guess, and it's called, like, Star Haven or something. So the game's gonna show off basically how the game is played. So this is an RPG, it's a turn-based RPG, and so the story is, these 7 star spirits are up in basically heaven, I guess, but they call it like Star Valley, or no, not Star Valley, they call it Star Hill, I think it is. Or Star, I don't know, Star something. There's a bunch of star places in this game, so it can get really confusing. But basically, Bowser comes out of nowhere, of course, right? So him and Kammy Koopa come out of nowhere, and they, using some magic, and Bowser manages to grab the Star Rod, which is like, it has the ability to grant wishes, and so that's the reason why everyone's wishes get granted, because the Star Rod, I guess, acts as a catalyst, or it fuels the power of, like, the stars, like Celestia above. And so, without the Star Rod there, the Star Spirits are unable to provide enough power, or basically watch over it. And so, because it's not there, there's no way for any wishes for the people of, I guess, I don't know, Mario's world. If they make a wish, their wish does not get granted. So that's basically what the premise is, and so, and of course Mario has to rescue Princess Peach, because I guess we gotta do that too. So The game is showing off just how the game works in general. It's pretty cool. There's also a few Peach scenes too. Those are sadly really boring parts of the run, and I'll get to that when we get to them. But it's a really interesting game. It's storybook style, so it's like 2D, but it's not 2D. Like the worlds are 2D, but Mario and his partners and all the characters are sorry, the world's 3D, but Mario and all of his partners and all the characters are 2D. And so when they turn, they flip like they're pieces of paper. It's really clever. I think it's a really underestimated piece of the game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have some test files, as you can see. I've been practicing a little for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a new file here. I'm gonna be boring. Now in this game, Mario never gets referred by name, by the file name you choose, so it doesn't really matter what you choose it as. So I'm just gonna choose Cohen because I'm boring. Alright, so you create the file. Here we go. So now you can choose it and you can start. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right now. Alright, so I'll explain a little more after the cutscene. And yes, it's Luigi. Luigi is in this game, don't worry. Oh, wow, of course, it's from the princess. So she's throwing a party for some random reason. I don't know. This is very reminiscent of Super Mario 64. So Mario's already pretty popular. So he's really well known. Dear Mario, I baked a cake for you. Yes, it's basically the same premise. Alright, so the brothers Mario and Luigi set off. So I'm not controlling anything right now, they're just walking through. This is Toad Town. Toad Town's gonna be like our main area. So Peach's castle is to the north, guarded by the very obvious star door. So here's her castle, but don't get used to seeing it. You'll see why. Yeah, lots of toads. So I now have control of Mario. So I'll explain a little bit about how this game works. So I'm playing on the Virtual Console, so I'm using a GameCube controller. Normally on the N64 I'd be using the N64 controller. The N64 controller has a Z button on the very bottom of the controller, and the GameCube controller does not. Also, the GameCube controller has the yellow C stick, as it's colloquially referred to, but the N64 has the C buttons. There are 4 directional buttons, and so I can use the C stick instead of the buttons. And instead of using Z, Z is the spin. I'll show the spin off. Here's the spin. If you move while pressing Z, Mario does this little spin. I'll be using this pretty often because it's a faster method of travel. But on the GameCube controller, Z is actually mapped to L. So hopefully you won't hear me doing this too often. So I'm going to try to make it as quiet as possible. So you notice here's the spin. You can actually chain spins together like this, and it's pretty nice. The problem is there's this lag at the end where he lands, and he's just like, I'm not going to go any further. He has to stop spinning. So you can actually cancel it with a jump like this. And so I'm going to be traveling like this as much as possible. Can I bring up the menu? No. So this is don't get used to being in this castle, like I said. So I'll just talk to a few toads. I normally don't do this. So they're kind of foreshadowing you're going to be going elsewhere. Yeah, so the Shiver City region is what it's basically the second to last chapter. We're going to be going there. So you can meet some characters here you never meet otherwise. Until the very, like, when you get to their actual parts in the chapters. So this game is broken down by chapters, as you'll see pretty soon. So we got some Toad guards, too. Female Toads, I guess Toadettes, if you want to call them Toadettes. We can catch Luigi again, too. Oh, Luigi's a player. He's playing his cards right now. So they teach you how to play. Also, if you spin up a like stairs or up a little tiny like bump area, you can actually it actually resets your spin. So I can do this. I can spin over and over, which is pretty nice. Here's a penguin. Penguins are from the Shiver area as well. Another more foreshadowing here. So he said, "I wish I could stay at Peach's castle forever." So something's about to happen, and I'm gonna make a brick joke at the very end of the game, if I remember to do it. So here's the minister. Yep. So you can see Koopas. This is actually the mayor of Shiver City, as he's kind enough to tell you. Goodness, would you look at the time? There's a Koopa from Koopa Village. These are, I don't remember what they're called, but they're from Dry Outpost. These are little mousers, and these, I don't remember what these guys are called. Mr. E is one of them, I think. Yeah, so Peach is the typical, highly regarded, super beautiful princess. Here's a little mouser. They're called nomadamice, I guess? I don't know why. I guess they're usually dressed like nomads. So, lots of people you can talk to. There are a few doors as well, but you can't go in there yet. Oh, apparently that's Peach's room. Sorry, Mario, your princess is in another room. So we're gonna just skip all this. You can actually, I think, can you go in these? Oh yeah, these are all closed. But we'll see these later. So I'm gonna go as fast as I can now. So Peach is through this door. So I'll spin as much as I can. The Toad's like, alright Mario, go through. So we're gonna go in, and the game's about to take a very drastic change, as you can probably guess. There she is. Oh, being a princess is so hard. Yeah. Gee, nothing could possibly go wrong, right? Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, snap. That's right. Bowser had his castle under Peach's castle. Underground this whole time. That's actually really impressive. And apparently it can float, and apparently it has really big spike balls. I don't question it. It's video game logic. Yeah, so they have no idea what just happened, but... something's off about this. Where is... There he is, right on cue. Oh, he did a lot more than that. Yeah, none of us were expecting it actually to begin with. He's like, oh man, Mario, not again. Yeah, the script writers really had fun with this, I think. They like to poke fun at the fact that Mario is always there to rescue the princess. So this time, though, something different's gonna happen. Yeah, they keep going on about it. Mario always beats you. Well, I think this is actually the first game that Mario loses to Bowser. This is our first battle. We are going to. This is a guaranteed lose fight. Actually, so I've done I've watched a lot of speedruns of this game. So I'm gonna try to do some glitches and tricks as well, and I'll point out some time savers while I can too. If you cheat in this game and you glitch it so that Mario wins this fight somehow against Bowser, I don't know, but maybe by using like a game shark or something to give him, I don't know, like 100 base attack power or something, because he only does 1 with his jump to begin with. If you beat Bowser in this fight, you soft lock the game. The game actually crashes, so you definitely don't want to do that. So right now all I can do is jump on Bowser, and I'm gonna do 1 damage. Now watch Mario. He does a little bit of a run, and he'll pause before he jumps. Watch this. See that pause right there? All right. So Bowser's gonna attack me. There's nothing I can do. So I'm gonna jump again. Now this time I'm gonna mash A. Now watch what happens to Mario. He won't do the pause. See that? So that actually saves a few frames. So if you're trying to speedrun this game, you want to basically mash like this, because it makes Mario jump faster. Yeah, this time though. So Bowser, if you saw the prologue, or the intro story, Bowser got the Star Rod. So he stole it from Star Haven. So now he's gonna do more damage to me. So I'll explain something. So I'm in danger right now. Danger is when you hit 5 HP. Doesn't matter how much max HP you have. If you hit 5 HP or lower, you're now in danger. Anywhere between 5 and 2. So if you have 2 HP or up to 5 HP, you're in danger mode. Basically, what this does is there are some badges that activate if you're in danger. There's also what's called peril, which is getting on 1 HP. I'll just go ahead and speed through this. If you're on peril is if you're at 1 HP, and there are some badges that I love the dialogue in this game. So he hits me pretty hard; it hurts. So I'm gonna go ahead and lose to Bowser here. Bowser's actually, in the first part he's actually pretty smart. So he does this fire breath attack. This really hurts. Ouch. It's a one-hit kill. I like how when Mario dies or like reaches 0 HP, he like falls flat like paper. So I think this is Bowser's, I think in like the whole Mario chronology, I think this is Bowser's first time beating Mario. Yeah, so he owns me. Ouchie. And now I'm gonna fall for like thousands of feet, I guess. So Princess is gonna get captured again. So we're about to see a title drop here, but in the Japanese version of this game is called Mario Story. In the localized versions, it's called Paper Mario, as you'll see here. So it is Paper Mario. Just in case, you weren't sure what game I was playing, there it is. Alright, here we go. So this is the prologue. The prologue's pretty quick. I'm not going to get through it all the way now in the first segment, but I'll get through most of it. So these are the star spirits. You saw them in the very beginning. They were the ones guarding the star rod. And they're pretty powerful, but right now they can't do anything, basically. They've been imprisoned. If you saw in the beginning, they were turned into cards. Oh, gee, you think? So they're gonna revive Mario here. Hey, it's a Goomba. Really? I thought it was Luigi. So everyone knows Mario already. I kind of like that. Like, he's a celebrity or something. Oh no, he won't wake up. Clearly running around will help. So she just runs away. Oh, she calls her family. So what I really like about this game, I'll talk as I play. So Mario's he's gonna wake up in a toad house. Basically, it's like the inn. You can sleep for free and recover all of your health, which is really nice. It is your destiny, Mario, to save the stars. He doesn't have the strength to talk to me, yet he's talking to me. Okay, well, all right. I won't question that. Okay, so he says come to Shooting Star Summit. So that's the first place we're trying to go to. So we are in Goomba Village actually right now. What I like about this game is that a lot of your allies, actually every single one of your allies, is in the Mario games, usually they are baddies, like they're enemies you find. But there are some like good ones, and so they join you. And I really like that about this game. Yeah, so we're in Goomba Village. So we are west of Toad Town. So if you remember when Mario and Luigi came out of the pipe, which is connecting their house to Toad Town, we are west of that area. It's Goomba Village, but there's only one family there. Yeah, pretty small village you got there. So yeah, Goomba's actually helped him. He's probably really surprised about that. I like how he's talking like that's apparently like a common thing. Like, oh, you can get, you can see stars in your dreams all the time. It happens to everybody. You can also tell this is an N64 game. You can look at the blue. I guess it's a rug on the ground. You can see the little like the seams. So I don't know. You'll see that throughout the game. But I'm glad they didn't try to like spiff it up, like make it HD or something. Like, because this game is really good as it is. Alright, so we're free to move now. Alright, so we're gonna talk to the Goombas. So this is our first partner, actually. We're gonna get him pretty soon. This is Goombario. Basically, all he is a Goomba wearing a hat. Let's talk to This is Goombella. Here's Goompa. Or Goompapa. Yeah, so we want to leave pretty much as soon as possible. Yeah, so a lot of people, I mean, we didn't see it, but there was a huge earthquake, so that's going to actually play into the plot a little bit, too. So we're going to go ahead and save, because why not? It explains this is how you save the game. So I'm going to save. Alright, so we're going to go inside the Goomba's house. Here's Goomba. Goomba, I think? Yeah, Goomba. So that was kind of pointless, but here's Goompapa, or Goompa, I don't remember what his name is. It's kind of confusing. Oh, it's Goompa, yeah. I like how there's like, well, it all happened 20 years ago when suddenly we had grandkids, and now my name changed, and now because I'm now a grandfather, now I'm Goompa. Or something lame like that. Yeah, so he's trying to fix this veranda right now. It actually plays into the plot. So we've talked to Goompa, so now we've hit the trigger for Goompapa, I guess. To fix the gate, yeah. So we're gonna talk to him. So it seems like it should be all nice and smooth. This is a quick trip from point A to point B, right? Uh-oh. What's this? It's Cammy Koopa. Yeah, so she's here to cast a thunderstorm on you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I like how they play all the stereotypes out pretty nicely. Like, Cammy Koopa is a really vain, like, sorceress. Well, she does have a point, but we'll work our way up there. We'll get good in time. Her trademark attack. So she smashes the gate. Goompapa is not very happy about that. Oh, kidnap Peach again? Story at 11. So now there's the now he knows the context. Yeah, no one else but Mario is allowed to do it. Not even Luigi, apparently. Where did Luigi even go? He's probably just like, he's probably back home chilling, like relaxing on a lawn chair, like sipping a soda, and like he probably has two like Koopas fanning him with leaves or something. He's like, oh, you know, Mario can do it all. Don't worry. I'm just gonna sit here and relax. Yeah, so Goomba was fixing the veranda with a hammer, so we're gonna go get that hammer. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I can jump on the table. It's actually faster to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that was just there, and now it's kind of not there. So Mario falls like a brick and then floats like paper. Alright, so here we are. There's Goompapa, or Goompa. Yeah, so apparently he tried to fix the veranda and it didn't really get fixed. Oh, there's a block there too. Yeah, so the hammer fell somewhere. Basically, we're gonna find it. This is Mario's second weapon, the hammer. So Goompa actually trails me. This is the only partner you get in the game that doesn't do anything in battle. Yes, there's the hammer. I'll tell you how to search stuff. So you can search things like these plants. And get some coins. You can see my coins are up here. Check this coin, or this, basically check as much as possible. Oh, 2 coins, cool. Another coin. Here's a block, I'll hit it. Nothing there. That's okay. Nothing there. You can't check things that are in the background, though. Nothing there. Now, of course, the hammer's here. I waited to the last one. There it is. So we got the hammer, great. So there are 3 different kinds of blocks. We can smash the yellow blocks with the regular hammer. Yeah, stuff can fall out of the trees, so this is the hammer. It's pretty good. It's pretty fast. But you gotta wonder, how did this Goomba use a giant hammer like this? That's always been bothering me for a long time. Anyway, so we're gonna find some stuff in these trees. A few coins here and there. Actually, this tree has something special. So I got a dolly. It's a Princess Peach doll. Don't ask me how a Goomba lost a doll in a tree, despite Goombas having no hands. I just go with it. So a little bit more foreshadowing. Basically, you want to check everywhere possible. You can also hammer blocks too. So that's 10 free blocks right there. Also hammer this too. There's nothing here yet. We'll come back for something. Oh yeah, Goomba actually, so your partners actually jump with you when you jump. I always found that kind of interesting. And if you turn a lot, they do the same thing. So you can like run around, like over here, like do a bunch of turning in place, and then run away. And they'll try to do as many turns as possible. It's pretty funny. So I'm gonna save here. There's not really much of a point in doing it there, because we're gonna do a little fight actually. This is the first boss we can actually beat. This is actually the first fight too. Youch! There he goes. Alright. So this is Junior Troopa. He's basically a Koopa in an eggshell. And he's a self-proclaimed master. So this is a reoccurring, like... This guy's always trying to fight you. Yeah, this is a scripted battle, basically. So I can hammer him or I can jump on him. I'm gonna jump because I can save frames here. Great move, you did 1 point of damage. Mario's like, yeah. So Junior Trooper only does 1 damage, so you can just mash here. It's pretty easy. There are timed hits in this game, but we won't get them until the next section, or the next video. So we could block his attacks, but we're not going to. We can't, actually, until we get the action commands. So he only has 1 more HP. The moment he does a special attack like this, this does 2 damage. That's his idea of a special attack. But he's dead. So they explain to you here, you get star points. Basically, it's like experience points. So if you hit 100 experience, or 100 star points, you level up. And so you can choose what to level up. And as soon as I reach that point, I'll explain what I'm gonna do. So Junior Trooper runs away, comes back, and runs away again. Alright, so that was fun. So we're doing okay here. Now we can crush this block. We're gonna hit the tree first. Alright, we got a mushroom. So the game explains how to use items. Yeah, so you can hold up to 10 items at a time. You can use an item by pressing A. You can just push B to exit the menu. If you get an item, it appears at the very top of your item list. Like if you acquire an item like on the map or something, or if you buy an item, it will appear at the very top of the list. So if you're speedrunning the game and you need to use an item quickly, you should buy an item or get that item and then use it. Like when you get it, you know you can use it right away just by mashing A during battle. So that's what we'll do. These heart blocks are really, really good. The game explains how they work. Basically, you fully recover all your stuff. There is a caveat, and I'll explain that later. You can see the seams in the walls here. It's pretty funny, but it's it's part of the charm. It's almost as if it's like it's supposed to be papery and look undone. So this is a fire flower. I'm going to use this at the end of this video, actually. It's a really good item. It's going to help me beat a boss pretty soon. Alright, so this block we can't break yet. If you try to break a block that you can't break yet with a hammer, Mario does this like wavy thing afterwards, like you'll see here. Yeah, just a weird little wavy move. I don't know what that is, but it's to signal that you can't break it yet. Alright, so these are the first on the screen enemies, like on the map. Yeah, so you can hit them on the map, and it initiates what's called a first strike. Basically, you enter the battle and you hit them. So we'll show it off here. Yep. So first strike. So this will help me kill this Goomba without taking any damage. Alright, we're doing good. So when you defeat enemies, they drop some stuff too, which is pretty nice. The game tries to teach you things though, like right here, you see this on the right side. There's this Goomba, he's got a spike helmet on. And so I'm gonna first strike him with the hammer. So Goomba explains that if you try to jump on the spiked Goomba's head, you're gonna have a bad time, basically. So jump is out of the question here. You actually take damage, and you don't hurt the Goomba, so hammer is best here. So spike Goombas give you 3 star points, because they actually do 2 damage to you. So you want to kill them as fast as you can. Now these are flying enemies, these are Paragoombas. So pretty easy so far. But there are 2 here, so I gotta be careful. So they explain here that this is one of the reasons why the hammer is so useless. You can't use it on airborne enemies. Unless you have the hammer throw badge, which is kind of... If you're going through this game, you know the game well, you don't really need the hammer throw badge. So you're just going to rely on your jump. So I'm just going to jump. For the most part, I'm going to jump. So there's nothing I can do to block this attack yet, so I'm just going to jump on this guy. So if you jump on them, they actually fall down and become regular Goombas. But if they start the battle as flying, like Paragoombas, then you get 3 experience from them. If they're just Goombas, you only get 2. Alright, it's got all the coins, good. There's a Goomba. By the way, the music in this game is amazing. The same composer also made all the music for the Fire Emblem games, and it's really, really good. So I think it's like Yuki Tsujimoto or something. She did a really good job on the Paper Mario games. She also composed Thousand Year Door. Okay, so got a star piece. Basically, the game is like, ooh, you're gonna see what this is used for later. But I want as many star pieces as I can get, and you'll see why when I get there. They really are good. Alright, here we are, finally back at Goomba Village. So this is actually locked, but he somehow unlocks it. Don't ask me how. He just does. Yo, Gramps! How did he know? How did he not fall down too? I don't know. It's okay, I only fell 50 feet to my death, but survived. Don't worry, kids, I'm alright. Yeah, so we're gonna chill with the Goomba kids here for a little while. Oh yeah, the doll I got. You can actually say no, but I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, let me hammer you for losing it in a tree. Of all places, a tree. She just looks around on the ground. Huh, what can I give Mario in return? Oh yeah, this thing. That apparently was just on the ground. Mario works out by eating lots of pasta and pretending to be a plumber, apparently. Big muscles, you say? Okay. But they're foreshadowing that he's gonna join you here. So we're gonna get one of the awesome badges in the game. It's okay, yo. We were just rapping. Alright, so we got a badge. This is the power jump badge. This is probably one of the best badges. Like, it's really good. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. So they offer a tutorial here. I'm gonna press B to reject it. The really important ones, they try to give you 2 lessons, but I'm gonna reject it anyway. So, because I know how badges work, so I'll explain it. So flower points, or FP, is basically like mana or magic points, or SP or spirit power, or whatever games uses like a magic meter. We start with 5 FP. Yeah. Yeah, those blocks are really, really good. It's free heal. Maybe at the end of the game, sure. Pulling a trick out of Cranky Kong's book here. So here's where Goombario gets told to... Yeah, he gets the call. Whoa, far out, Gramps! So Goombario is your first partner, like I said. So every partner you get, if you press down on the C stick, or I guess in the N64 version, if you press the down C button, as it says in the game, your partner will do something special. Goombario's is okay. He basically tells you about all sorts of things that are on the map. Basically anything you can talk to or examine, you press down on the C stick and he will tell you about it. He also has several abilities in battle. I'll show them off. So Goompa basically was just jawing about not wanting to see Mario off. Yeah, so he tells you should rest at the Toad House. Also, who's this? It's Goo Mama. Typical mom fashion. Shoutouts to mothers. Don't worry, I will. So my HP is low. It's not really that low. I'm fine. So we'll talk to Goompapa again. Now there's actually a tree here I'm going to hit first before I head out. Alright, this is a Goom Nut. You can only get this in Goomba Village and only from this tree. I'm going to actually use this later, so I'm going to save here. Now it's time to hammer the block. Yeah, so I didn't equip the badge. I did this on purpose so that he would tell me about it. It's a really good badge. So to put it on, you press start. You go to the here's the menu. By the way, this explains what Mario has: his current boots and hammer, his current heart points, current flower points, current badge points. He also shows how much experience you have. So I currently have 33 out of 100 star points. I have 31 coins, 2 star pieces, and playtime. I think it can actually... I think there's a way to examine these things. You press A, and it will tell you about things, but I don't really need that. So here are the badges. You can see the current badges you have active, like currently equipped, and you can also see all the badges you currently have. So here's Power Jump. Basically, it adds 2 to your jump attack. So I'm going to be doing, if I use this, I'm going to be doing 3 damage instead of 1 with the jump, which is really, really good. It does cost 2 FP, so I can only use it twice because I start with 5 FP. You can also see the items I have. There are key items and there are regular items. So items are if you press left on the C stick, that's the item list that you'll see. You'll notice that the items are Fire Flower, Mushroom, and Goom Nut. But if I go here, Goom Nut's actually at the top because I just recently got that item. So there's also your party members. You can examine your party members, and they'll tell you about specific moves. I don't really use this at all. This shows you the star spirits you've saved. You can also check their powers. Later on when we rescue the first star spirit, we're going to get this thing called Star Power. And it will show up, I'll show it here. It will show up in this menu here. There's a space below HP and FP, and that's reserved for Star Power, and you'll see it. So if you go to map, this shows you a map of everything basically. And you can scroll as well. So you can see the whole map of Mario. Mario's world, I guess. But I'm not going to use that. So you notice I'm going to use Goombario's title here. So if you're currently like set to talk to someone like this, you see the spinny little talk bubble. You press down on the C-stick, and Goombario will talk about this person. Even though his dad just ran away. So anyway, we're gonna go on our way. So this guidepost says, "Beware of Goombas," and so a Goomba comes off and attacks you. But we're gonna kill this Goomba. So yeah, Goombario says, "Hey, I can fight too, by the way." This is actually pretty crucial. So you can change the order partners attack or move by pressing Z. So I'll show this off right now, actually. So like right now you see there's a Z icon down there. So you press Z, or in this case L. So now it's Goombario's turn. You can keep switching if you want. So Goombario has all your partners have their own abilities. Goombario starts with Head Bonk and Tattle. You can also do nothing, and later on when you get multiple partners, you can have your partner switch to a different partner as well, and that uses up their turn. So I'm gonna have Goombario use his Tattle ability because I can kill the Goomba with Mario anyway. So basically this is a way to be able to see creatures' HP. And so he'll explain their parameters and how to beat them. Shoutouts to original Super Mario Brothers. So now from here on out, you will always be able to see Goomba's HP. So I'm just gonna jump on him. Now he's dead. Perfect. Alright, these Goombas are really close together. When I first saw, there's a really well-known Paper Mario player, a speedrunner. His name is I Ate Your Pie, and he was explaining in one of his speedruns at Summer Games Done Quick, which I'm gonna put a link up here. Definitely check out Games Done Quick. It's a really awesome speedrunning marathon that they raise money for, but I'm not gonna I'm not a sellout. I'm not gonna advertise for them or anything, but they're really awesome, and I recommend you watch. So there are two Goombas right close to each other here that you saw, and it's a problem because they're trying to, in order to speed through this, you want to be able to avoid battle as much as possible, but those two Goombas are so close to each other that it's really hard to be able to do anything here to avoid them. And so they came up with this strategy to do that, and it's really pretty cool. So I'm just gonna speed through these battles. I do want the experience. So alright, so I'm gonna explain my pattern throughout this game. So I'm going to fight as many enemies as I can within reason, to get experience, because I want to show off all the cool badges, and I don't want to do the cheesy, 1 HP, do super damage strat, because everyone does that. That's kind of boring, so I won't do that. I am going to prioritize getting flower points and badge points. So hit the Goomba in the back to bring him down. Doesn't really make a difference. So you notice I actually have the same HP as I had when I left the town. That's because sometimes enemies, you might see it here actually, but sometimes enemies will drop hearts or flowers, and you can pick them up and they restore 1 HP and 1 FP. Alright, here's a spiked Goomba. Having Goombario jump on a spiked Goomba is a very bad idea. Also, if you use the hammer, you can only hit the frontmost ground enemy, which is really bad, actually. So that's another downside of the hammer. It kind of sucks. So just gonna head bonk. Hammer, sure, why not? So if you fight every enemy here all the way to the town, I think you actually level up. So I'm gonna try to do that. Alright, so we got another badge. This is the close call badge. I'm gonna equip it. Basically, when you're in danger, which is 5 HP or lower, but not 1 HP. It's between 5 and 2 HP, including 5 and 2 HP as well. If you're in danger, enemies sometimes miss you. And some speedrunners take advantage of this because it's really, really handy. But it also introduces what's called RNG, or random number generator. So basically it means you depend on randomness, and that's usually a real problem. You can also have Goombario explain areas you're in, so I just press the C stick down on the C stick. So he'll give you some information about the spot. Like if you're trying to read the sign, he'll tell you, here's how you examine stuff. Like it's pretty basic, but so yeah, no big deal. Oh, here's 3 Goombas. So we're gonna kill the Goombas. This is fairly straightforward. It's just a battle of attrition, basically. Paragoombas don't do any more damage. Alright, so now I'm in danger, which is okay. So we'll see if I can show off the close call badge. That's the point of this. Alright, so let's see. Perfect. Alright, cool. Got it first try. Nice. It activates pretty often, actually, so close call badge is pretty nice, especially early in the game when you only have 10 HP. Like, it's really handy. But now I have 7 HP, so that's not happening. The game is giving you a heart container here because there's a boss coming up, sort of, kind of. So the boss is right here. So these are the Goomba brothers. And they're kind of big. So yeah, this is the first, like, boss battle. You can hear the music changed. So here's where I'm going to use Power Jump, and I'm also going to use the Fire Flower. So here's the thing. Blue Goomba has 6 HP and one attack. Red Goomba actually has 7 HP and 1 attack. So we're going to hit Blue Goomba here for 1 good damage. And we're going to head bonk Red Goomba. Ooh, 1 damage. I'm so scared. So I'm gonna use Power Jump on Red Goomba this time. And I don't remember if I had Goombario attack this guy, but I'm gonna do it anyway just in case. But they're both dead next turn, so we're good. So I'm gonna use the Fire Flower here, and it's gonna kill them both. If you kill one, the other one, like, cries for the other one. The one that's living cries for the one that's dead. They're not actually dead though, so we killed them, but they run away because they're cowards. Yeah, so they run away. So we beat them. I'm gonna go heal. I don't technically need to heal, but I'll do it so the battle's faster. But actually, I do have time. No, I'm gonna cut it here. So this is I'm approaching an hour. So this is the first segment of my Let's Play of Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64, but I'm playing this on the Virtual Console. So technically, I'm playing it on the Wii. You can tell. I'll show here. So I'm playing on the Wii. But yeah. So I hope you look forward to this game. There we go. Alright. I hope you look forward to watching this, because this is one of my favorite games of all time, I'd say, for the Nintendo 64, and I'm just really happy with it. So in the next segment, we're actually going to fight another boss, and we're going to make it to Toad Town, and then the adventure begins. So look forward to starting Chapter 1 of Paper Mario in the next segment. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for next time.